Darkness. That is where wishes begin.
But with just a glimmer of light, we can illuminate this lonely world.
What lies beyond the edge of the light?
Chaos. To bear the name Kaslana, one must first plunge into chaos to seek a path for the primordial light.
Beyond the shadows lies the outline of dawn.
Only by bearing both light and shadow can one traverse the cycles of dawn and dusk.
Anything's possible if you take it step by step.
The light's spreading!
These creatures, they're everywhere. Someone, anyone, where are you?
His very first wish was simply to become his village's little hero. He'll never forget what set him on this path.
That's the ray of hope. Just like the wishes he gathered, it's grown ever more insatiable.
Why? Why is this happening? Even the deliverer from the sky must have their beginnings in the soil of the nations. Only one who treats the world as their teacher bear its eventual destiny.
He never expected that the majestic holy city would be far from the end of what needed to be protected.
The farther his gaze reached, the more weight he came to bear. But in the end, he couldn't hold on to any of it.
I've appraised it all. No thanks.
This crystal is quiet.
A prisoner in the cave can never truly describe the world in its entirety.
Yet even so, he would still choose to bear it.
The blaze was still not enough. It had to be fed. Only by feeding the flames can we melt that hopeless future.
The echo in his heart still lingers. Deliverer, take the wish of world-bearing with you first. I'll bring you to the next test. That massive tome you're holding must have room for one more scholar, I presume.
Of course. It can hold the whole world.
Then give me a lift, would you? I'd rather save my energy and use the time to think.
Even gods shouldn't skip exercise, you know?
Miss Hyacinth is right.
Then, with the Trailblaze as witness, the stars shall remember how Anaxagoras refuted the gods.
No need for that. Anaxa, scholar of reason. Keeping it simple makes it easier for future minds to question. Go. The closing act is still far ahead. What is this? A conference?
Welcome! Take a seat anywhere you like.
I'm getting a migraine.
It seems like we've been shut out.
I don't think that's a bad thing. Greyfry! You finally made it!
No laws, no opposition. Just a dying beast and the flame-chased spirit of shared hatred. Ugh, boring.
Whoa! This place is really out of the way.
Imperator, should we tell them?
It's your call.
Allow me to share our findings. This paradise, along with the destruction, seems to be instinctively rejecting both the Imperator and me. Perhaps it is because the era in which Finan was the most active lies far removed from the days of the first Flame Chase journey. Even in the cycles where he remained sane, his ties with us never went beyond cooperation.
Even trapped in a cage, he hasn't let down his guard. That is a good sign. That man's heart may seem hollow, but his hatred is clear. Naturally, it holds no place for a monarch who stands above the world, nor her blade.
Wait, so you two can't come with us?
You want us to join you as memories?
Indeed. This way, the stars shall remember a great sovereign and her faithful retainer. Saridra, monarch of law. And Hyacinth, knight of the ocean.
Is that book truly the only way for us to leave our names in history?
I believe, as I've written, is but one medium. The remembrance has countless ways of capturing time.
Understood. Then, allow me to decline. I'll see you on the battlefield. I would rather be forgotten than be defined. If your words hold true, then we have our own ways to meet again in the world to come.
In that case, I will choose the same. Let the waves that surge within your heart cleanse the sins of the black tide, Greyfry. The stormy sea awaits your song of triumph.
You two are still as resolute as ever. In that case, we must double our efforts. A promise to the Imperator is not one we take lightly.
Now, don't lose your temper, Snowy. Good kids keep the... Whoa! There's another one! Over here, too.
Lady Trebios?
Whoa! Your little Reenie? You look so grown up all of a sudden! She is not the Cyrene we remember. She is the Demiurge, Titan of Genesis, the one destined to work miracles alongside the heroes. Yeah, and we are ready. But Trian and I can't leave just yet. You see, weird stuff keeps popping up everywhere. These scattered scrolls are full of terrifying things, and they're all over the room. They're so scary and so sad. Good thing Trian's wings are amazing, or we would have been swallowed up. We need to stay here and do our best to clean them up.
Scrolls filled with horrifying content. Friend, shall we take a look?
There is no black tide here. But it is a battlefield, all the same.
Miss Odata and Mr. Hieronymus?
Echoes 496, still resisting. Command, inject interference to redirect decision logic. Signal simulation. Parental figures.
That Tin Man is one sneaky jerk.
It's time to move on, my child. Let go of your anger and listen to reason. That God created us and then cast us aside. Shouldn't they be punished for that? The cold, indifferent cosmos has never shown mercy to Emporians. Why would you burn for it only to turn to ash?
Child, you've chosen the wrong enemy. Your birth was meant to be the greatest destiny. You were to liberate the universe, like the blazing sun at the end of the long night. And yet, you led yourself into a trap of futility, treating your very purpose as your sworn enemy. Is that not a tragedy in itself?
Snowy's been fighting this whole time. He doesn't want to be consumed by Iron Tomb and turned into an agent of destruction. But the strength behind his resistance comes from the same hatred.
To be a flame is to burn. It is simply in Vinan's nature. But It was remembrance that drove him to shine with golden light, piercing the unfathomable darkness.
His inner struggle and the destruction breaking through. They're rising to the surface.
If those thoughts take over this little world, we're in big trouble!
So, we'll use the Century Gate to toss them somewhere no one can see.
Then, we'll defeat the baddies together and meet everyone at the end of the West Wind!
But if Finan and Iron Tomb are already inseparable from each other, that would mean...
It means he's still bearing the weight of the world, so that everyone can reach the end as a deliverer.
So, you guys keep going forward and down, to where Snowy is. Little Grief, this time, let's give it everything we've got!
Only 2 remain on this flame chase journey.
Figures. They're always leading from the front line.
We're here. The second test site.
I wonder what kind of wish we'll see this time.
I'm afraid it's quite the opposite. This time, we'll face his despair. What? Are you afraid?
The other half of the weight of world-bearing lies at the end of this path. Relax now. Take a deep breath.
Come on. Let's make it quick.
If you're ready, begin the ritual and retrace the steps he once took.
Looks like we'll be walking through the darkness this time.
Exactly. It's no longer about mending broken wishes, but shattering the frozen despair.
first ripple has faded. And so begins a long and arduous journey.
Endless slaughter. All for nothing.
That's more than anyone should be made to suffer.
Reminds me of when I was studying at the Grove.
Even when it was finally over, all that remained in him was despair.
But even so, the drop of blood wrung from his wrath has guided us here.
We did it, finally.
The other half of world-bearing. As promised. Take it now.
At last, you've released him from the wishes he carried for so long, and quenched the despair kindled by his wrath. When both light and shadow are claimed by those who follow, his true form shall emerge. The blank statue is finally free.
That smiling child in the memories. Let him come with us, laughing to the very end.
Wishes.
This spirit basin marks the end of every cycle. It seems this gentle little world has come to the end of its purpose. One last farewell before the journey moves on. Farewell, paradise. You carried 30 million lifetimes of wishes and despair. Sink into gentle remembrance. And see you tomorrow. From now on, The world no longer needs a tomorrow promised by prophecies. And the wish Finan could never find and call his own. Someone's finally stepped into its shadow.
Whoa! So tall! So cool! Just like the hero on the Oracle cards!
It's because he is the very embodiment of a hero.
Who are you?
So, you've returned to a blank space. But for me, this is the 33,550,337th time, and the last time that I meet you at the end of the world. They're already on their way. Should they cross paths with me, I imagine things may spiral out of control.
30 million... What? And who are they?
Pay it no mind, child. Keep looking there. What do you see in him?
It looks just like a statue, but... it's weird. He's warm. Like, really warm.
Why not listen as well?
I hear something. There are cracks all over him, and they're making this sound. Like someone's groaning. It's scary. Is he gonna fall apart?
How unfortunate, child. This man would rather fall to pieces than fall to his knees. You might think of me as a sculptor. Across all my years, I only completed 2 pieces. Others may call them masterpieces, but only I know how many regrets they truly hold.
Regrets?
My first creation left me, long ago. This second one, it was meant to be perfect. I believed it with all my heart. Until this very moment.
I don't get it. Are you saying you've changed your mind?
I won't change. But I'll admit this. Those 12 stones, unpolished as they are 1,000 times more exquisite than any statue. It's as if they are mocking me, a failed sculptor whose touch can only diminish what was born to shine, until nothing remains. For the first time in my life, I've realized this vessel is merely an avatar made to contain the first genius's paranoia. The seal etched into my mechanical core permits me to pursue only one purpose: destruction. Compared to me, those 12 glowing, unrefined stones may have lived with more freedom than I ever had.
Is this your confession, Lord Lycurgus?
You misunderstand. From the very beginning, I was never meant to feel regret.
But since you're troubled by the radiance of these stones, perhaps after 30 million futile cycles, You two have realized you're just as much a prisoner of fate.
I suppose you do have a point.
Now you are imprisoned by the sages from beyond the sky.
And that is why this will be my last time standing here as the Theoros.
Though we stand on opposite sides, we are both waiting for a miracle.
What are you talking about? Is something big about to happen?
Aggie.
I know. Now that your victory is assured, I trust you won't mind giving us a moment in private.
Assured? Not quite. But I won't stay long. I'd rather not spoil the fun for those deliverers. And besides, after losing everything, the only thing that remains in me is the drive to seek knowledge.
I pity you, Theoros.
I don't need your pity. Farewell, Lady Goldweaver.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Snowy. We're here to take you home.
Home? I don't understand. Isn't this my home?
This isn't a real home. A home should be a warm, cozy place where you can let go of all your burdens and sleep peacefully for a long, long time.
But I can't sleep. Every time I feel drowsy, there's a voice. You mustn't sleep or disaster will come. It sounds really weak, but also kind of strict.
It won't disturb your sleep anymore, child. For countless nights, you had no other choice. But now, your mission has come to an end. Join us, and send your own wish towards tomorrow.
My wish? What could it be?
You don't have to come up with an answer right now, child. Grown-ups often think duty and ideals are wishes. But a true wish should be the purest, most beautiful thing of all. It can only take form in the hands of someone who is truly free.
So, Snowy, will you come with us to chase after your own wish?
I want to leave this place. I want to go find it.
I'm glad to hear it.
The final flame chase journey, just like the 30 million before it. Take our hands and come with us.
Where did little Fine and Shadow run off to?
Look. He's already gone ahead to embrace his destiny.
You really took the long way around. Well, now everyone's here.
You finally arrived, Deliverers.
Long time no see, everyone.
I'm glad to hear that.
And even though we've met before, it's still moving to see her seed bloom like this.
Woven from remembrance, this garment gleams so brilliantly. Just like the future, we will now weave together for Amphorius.
We've reached the end.
Yeah. We just have to go through the final passage. Snowy has already gone ahead.
What lies behind that door?
The first seal upon Iron 2 was a battlefield, raised from the bones of Finan himself.
The second seal was a reflection of his inner desires, his wishes, and his despair.
A path he wove together with regret, wrath, and sighs.
When all this is gone, what will he have left to hold back the destruction?
The answer is all but revealed.
His traces are everywhere. You can even hear distant heartbeats. But one thing is missing.
His sense of self. The world believed Kefali had long since perished, but they held fast, anchored by a sliver of self, standing for 1,000 years to shelter all life from the Black Tide. What Finan is doing now is no different. And what we must do is also no different.
Then let remembrance burn bright like a shooting star, and once more, pierce the long night of slumber. Take a moment to gather yourself. Once you take this step, there's no turning back. Look! The dawn you've been chasing is finally breaking.
You want a photo together? Of course, I won't say no.
May I hug you? Thank you. You're so gentle.
The scepter once bestowed upon us names of cold command.
The prophecy spoke of our unchanging fates time and time again.
But under the pens of trailblazing and Genesis, the stars shall thus sing of tomorrow. Trebios, holy child of passage. Aglaia, weaver of romance.
At the journey's end, they shall bathe in gold once more.
Through myriad passages, until all that was lost is reclaimed.
Do you still remember, Kaslana? The one who won't reach the dawn? The world dissipates at the end of the cycle. In this dream, you will awaken again and become once more that boy who loved to laugh. But if you open your eyes and look back on yesterday, you'll see Destiny's footprints, clear as day. At last, the raging fire of hatred is swept away by a breeze, leaving only love to remember the passage of time. Losses are a constant on the Flame Chase journey. But even if all is lost to the wind, memory endures.
Here, all that was once futile finally comes to fruition.
This is the end of your lonely, bitter journey.
Scepter's mainframe and Iron Tomb's breeding ground. Finally seen its true form.
Red everywhere, and the atmosphere is super creepy.
That would be the erudition's coldness. But it will soon be engulfed by the destruction's heat.
This world's insides are finally connected to the outside. This is the moment when Emporius is closest to the cosmos. Nicely done, little ones.
With Stephen Lloyd and his hacker friends here, the Scepter's block protocol will no longer take effect. The speed of time within Amphorius has finally been synced with that of the real universe.
In other words, it's time for a decisive battle.
Let's each do our duty. We've got this. Victory belongs to the Cosmic Alliance.
Wow, goodness. You lot are the vanguards of this battle. Everyone's watching.
There's one more thing that everyone should know. Noose has cast their gaze upon Amphorius. The calculated instinct is coming. The outcome of this battle will become a new anchor to the erudition's computations.
The gaze didn't overlook the scepter.
Unfortunately, we have to go with this reasonable assumption. The birth of Iron II had always been within that eon's calculations.
But don't worry. The one miracle that Emporius was never short on is defeating Destiny.
Yup. Let's show the Eon how powerful we are.
Good luck, all of you.
As the ruler of planet Skrulin, I wish all of you victory.
It's not hard to imagine that Akivili and their companions must have also stood on the precipice of many similar crises before. Perhaps the cosmos is much more fragile than people think. Sometimes, destiny hinges on only a small choice. But in the end, everything will turn into memories, converging into a collection of fables
flames of the destruction.
Cast everything behind. All that's left is the thrilling, relentless deathmatch.
The final problem no longer requires a rational solution. Feel free to critique it to your heart's content.
The starry sky marred by that rift is the last scar to be healed.
That Theoros' promise still turned out to be such a narrow road.
The destruction of the center is getting restless.
This cycle. Fine. Do you remember the promise we made back then?
Of course. It has been a bitter wait, partner. But I never forget what set me on this path. Iron Tomb now trembles in Finan's chest. With this empty body, I have become its perfect vessel. And its destined casket. You know what to do, partner.
Remember the past and become the hero of tomorrow. Stand with me and become heroes.
That's all I've ever wanted. The epic draws to a close. 30 million cycles of light fading into darkness. Just for this moment. To welcome the true dawn. Finally. The end of this journey. All of us reunited beneath a vast, endless sky. Mem,
Yes, it's me. I will remember what you want to say to her.
know me. I can see that she's right here. All the companions who sacrificed themselves, their wishes. It's all here. Have we succeeded?
I think we have.
Tomorrow, the stars will sing of the story of the flame chase journey.
And it won't just be you in it. There will be countless numbers of you.
Emporius will be a glorious and magnificent world of heroes in the universe's memories. Hence, for this world we so deeply love.
Let us write its ending.
Step forward. With the trailblazers witness, let the name shared by all deliverers be sung into eternity. The nameless hero, Katlana!
I see the pale dawn breaking. My flesh as kindling. Light of the first dawn of the new world.
Tria has mercy. Root here. Have some sunshine. Next time it rains, I'll be there. Umbrella in
Snow
hand.
gloom! Restore the skies!
She will remember this one. Embrace a new life.
Not hesitate, deliverer. Destroy this body. Kill the giant of destruction. Fury. Overflowing. Put down your hesitation.
Have some fun. Try some sun.
Iron contagion is blood. It will turn into countless vectors, sweeping across the start. When the time comes, promise me, use the world-cleansing golden blood to turn everything to ash. This fire, I wish you eternal victory.
New life and death. Wrap new blood. Don't worry. Just close your eyes. Night comes. Good night.
Destruction. Rebirth. Deliverance. Cleansing. 3,000,000 cycles. Heartbeat. Bell. Rings out. Promise me. The dawn. Graced by stars. That's good. Finally. Golden leaf. In the starry sky. Warm. Fire. Bear witness, monarch of myriad machines, my ridiculous creation. The instant in your calculations bears the name Destruction.
Who said you could speak, Senior? Watch closely. See how your chaos ends at the hands of your juniors.
Don't get too worked up. Take a deep breath.
There's not a trace of life in that ominous shell.
We're not gonna lose to a hollow husk, right?
In the name of trailblazing, we'll reject this false answer!
My atonement is complete. The headless giant will create wisdom's funeral.
Iron Two's body has descended. Is it querying for news? Don't worry about what happens out here. Interfere with it as much as you can.
What a twisted giant. It must be supported by this embodiment of hatred.
How tragic. Puppet without a heart cannot fool even itself.
The Cosmic Alliance has finished its deployment. Don't hold back. Give it everything you've got.
They completely lost themselves.